How's it, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So we've got 3 single wooden sectional garage door motors and garage doors. We're going to change 2 of the garage door springs and motors. Hopefully this is an interesting video for you guys. So these springs all fit on a single sectional wooden garage door, and then when you use the incorrect size spring, that's what happens. So it's not just about fitting any spring to any garage door. Garage doors have weight. If you don't fit the correct spring, your garage door isn't balanced, and your garage motor is going to fail prematurely, and then you blame the equipment instead of the professional mistake that was in fitting the incorrect size springs. This is a 65 kilogram spring. You get them down to 45 and up to 85, so this is middle of the range. These ones, you can see it's a much thinner, smaller spring, so it was incorrectly fitted. So today we're replacing 2 Pro Alpha 2000 sectional garage door motors. You can see that the new DC Blue Advanced shaft is a little bit longer than what the Pro Alpha is, and thus we need to modify this garage door motor in order to fit properly. Let me just quickly show you this side. You'll see that the garage has been built according to the garage door motor. So if we now fit them and we extend it past, then obviously it's going to look bad. This one we've already done, rebuilt new brackets onto it and installed it as it should be. We've also fitted new springs as on the earlier section. The springs were incorrectly fitted, the size, and then if you look closely through the spring, you can see 2 wires there. That's a safety cable that needs to be fitted onto a garage door spring to prevent it from, if it does snap, that your head's not taken off. Lekker man. So it's clear that we need to shorten the garage door motor extrusion shaft in order to fit the garage door motor completely in its own slot like it was. So yeah, measurements, and then obviously cutting the extrusion shaft, cutting the chain, making that shorter, and off you go and you mount the garage door motor just like that. So we've got the old garage door motor bracket, so we're not going to fiddle with it too much. We're just going to leave it. It's in actual fact a little bit too high. So what we're going to do is we're going to drill the new bracket a little bit lower to get it much more straight and horizontal with the garage door. Just if we pan like that, you can see this garage door motor here, that it's level and it's not too high from the garage door. Cool, let's get it done. All set and done. So let's have a look at it. 2 new motors. Shafts have been shortened. New brackets have been built and bolted. Right. So there's 3 motors in total. And all 3 of them line up. All 3 of them line up, so yeah. Let's see how they run. DC Blue Advanced Sectional. So sad that the sun is always on the wrong side of a property when you want to make a video. See it from the side. No hiccups. Smooth running. We've got another one to test. And the last but not least, the old Pro Alpha 2000. A little bit noisy. But after 20 years it's still running. Let's see how they perform. That's it. ET DC Blue Advanced Trusted Sectional and roll-up garage door motors in South Africa. If you want your installation to be done professionally and properly, give Pottie a call on 083 778 2288. We did fit new springs to the garage doors, and with that we fitted new safety cables as well. That's it. Alright, so today we're going to fit a DC Blue Advanced Sectional garage door motor. We're replacing 2 older garage door motors. So first things first, your traveller, we need to secure that in position with the 4 screws provided. Quickly do that. So the manual release lever is pointing towards the motor. So let's start off. Got 4 screws. Line it up, push it down with your thumb. start turning it. Make sure you tighten them. Nice and steady. That's it. So if we move it, make sure it engages. And then obviously to put it up back on manual. There we go.